All right, guys. Okay, I'm being a bit dramatic, okay? This is the package that I got from JPfans. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I made a tutorial recently where I showed you all how to use JPfans, which is a proxy service that allows you to buy stuff directly from Japan. And no, I did not originally plan for that to rhyme, but it does. Anyways, so this arrived and I'm gonna be showing you guys what I got. If you want to sign up for JPfans and get 8 shipping coupons, yes, 8 of them, my registration link is in the description and in my YouTube bio. Now, without further ado, let's open the box. So naturally, everything I got from JPfans, I got for Dragon Ball Thunder, my action figure remake of DBZ Kai. I don't think I need this figure until like episode 4, so it's still a decent ways away, but at least I have it already. As far as how the figure looks, I think Bandai did a pretty good job at capturing her likeness, artistically speaking. Of course, as is the case with most SH Figuarts, she doesn't really have good shading or anything, so there's kind of that plain look going on. But I do think that the figure looks like her, and captures her pretty well. It looks like, if it had some, shading and detail and stuff, that'd make it really stand out a lot more. But for what it is, I think it's a pretty good likeness right there. I do wish she had more expressions though. Like one of them, I guess, looks more like determined in a sense, and then 2 like scared expressions. I would have really liked to have a neutral expression. So as far as animation goes and stuff, it might be a bit annoying having to like Photoshop her expression to be neutral if I wanted it to be. But apart from that, there is a decent amount of variety here. But she does also include a backpack, a hat, a dragon radar, and this like waist bag kind of thing. And I believe this is the 7-star Dragon Ball, right? Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I can count, that's 7. Yeah, and a decent amount of hands. So I think it has a decent amount of accessories, but lacking the shading and detail, as is the usual case with SH Figuarts, unfortunately. Now let's move on to the reason you probably clicked this video. Now, as for the custom I want to make, the first thing we have here is this 1.0 SH Figuarts Piccolo. Now, the reason I got this is because he does have the manga like color scheme. So he has those like lighter shade of like yellowish color on his muscles there or whatever, which of course is how the older Namekians are portrayed in the anime. So that works pretty well. And I mostly plan to follow the tutorial by DBCC, okay? Now, as for the body, I plan to use the arms from this Piccolo along with his feet, which you see right there. And this is a Marvel Legends Gore figure, or I don't know how you say it, I guess it's Gore. And I already removed his feet, but I have to like modify his feet a bit more. I have to replace his arms with Piccolo's arms. I've got to paint this blue, and I've got to print the symbol and like glue it on there or something. As for the head sculpt, in DBCC's tutorial, they used an Amazing Arts head sculpt, but that thing is way too expensive, so I got something much cheaper. Now, I do think that I'm gonna have to repaint, oh dear. I think I'm gonna have to repaint this head sculpt if I want it to like look, as good as I want, because I think the greens are slightly different shades. Yeah, let me see here. So yeah, so the greens are definitely different. I think I'm gonna have to get some like Citadel paint or something and repaint this to match the SH Figuarts. I think that's a better approach than repainting these arms, because like you want to avoid painting joints when you can, because the paint might scratch and all that kind of stuff like that, so yeah, I'm gonna need to get some Citadel paint, I think, to get these matching. Once I make that custom, I'll either just make a post about it, or I might even make a video like showing you guys how the final product looks and stuff like that, And this little figurine or statue does have a little Dragon Ball as well, a 3-star Dragon Ball right there that he can sit on, which is kind of strange. I mean, I guess it's like a gimmicky kind of thing, but you see that there. As for the staff, I'm also going to have to probably sculpt my own staff. I think I'll probably use air dry clay for that. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's it for the stuff I got from JPfans. Remember, if you want to sign up and get the 8 shipping coupons, my registration link is in the description. If you are in the US, I highly recommend using ECMS so you can pay any import duties up front and not have to worry about paying like customs duties or import charges or whatever after the package gets to America, because that can happen where, like, say for example, you pay for the stuff online, then it gets to customs, and then they, I guess they send you a bill for whatever that you can't get your package until you pay them that money and stuff. So to avoid that, I do recommend using ECMS, okay? But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and bye for now.